Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It is 2026. So, I am, somebody gifted me this ring light thingy, and I don't know because I can see the reflection in my glasses. So, maybe I need to figure out how to position myself so I don't see the reflection in my glasses. Anywho, um, this video, title for this video is Living in the Moment. Living in the moment. So I did go to Nigeria for a bunch of reasons. So yeah, it was a vacation, but there were other things that I needed to do that made me go. So I just coined it as a vacation, but it really wasn't a vacation. It was vacation and work and obligations. But hey, I just coined it all as vacation. And for the first time in my life, I literally decided to live in the moment. Usually, when I go on vacations, I'm still like, I guess I don't know how I've done my previous vacations, but this particular one, I decided I was going to live in the moment. So it wasn't like me being there and then thinking of here and this, there, that. No, I was there and I was there. I shut down my social media. I wasn't on social media trying to see what's going on in anybody else's life or trying to browse. Nope. For 2 weeks, my social media was off, did not post nothing on social media. And I just lived in the moment. I was intentional to be with the people that I was with and to just live in the moment. And when I came back to America, for the first time, I had not depression. Depression is too big of a term. I wouldn't say, it was just a more of a, even loneliness. I wouldn't say loneliness. It was more of a feeling of, oh, I had such a great time and I've been removed from the great time back to my present. And there was a longing, a missing of my family, missing of my friends, missing of the activities that was done. It was just a missing. And it took me about a week-ish. It has taken me about a week-ish to recalibrate myself back to, or to reassimilate myself back to my normal. And I think also part of that has been the fact that when I travel, I hit the ground running. So I don't arrive at my destination and then say, oh, I want to stay in bed and allow jet lag to. No. I arrive, and the next morning when everybody is up, I'm up and I'm up and about. And I'm always one step ahead of the jet lag. So the jet lag keeps tagging behind me, and I'm like, now you're not going to get me. You're not going to get me. And when I come back, I can sleep. So I guess I am sharing this video because as a Christian, one of my, I guess I didn't know it was a demerit, but one of the demerits that I felt for me personally I had was I always lived in the future. There was always a future living. Oh, I'm believing God for this. I'm believing God for that. So rather than in the moment, to enjoy the moment, to live, to satiate the moment, I'm living in the moment for the future. Oh, I'm believing God for this breakthrough. I'm believing God for this. I'm believing God for this intervention, this divine intervention. I'm believing God for this upliftment. I'm believing God for this purpose. So there's always a future thing that I'm expecting. And there's a future thing I'm looking forward to. In the now, I'm thanking God for the now for my future. And as much as that is, I think, oh look, I finally got rid of the reflections. I just have to put my head down to get rid of reflection. Okay. As great as that, I don't think that's what the grace of God in our lives is for, to live for the future. Yes, we live for the future, but you live by faith. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Yes, I'm hoping for this, I'm hoping for that. But what about now? The grace of God at work in my life. Now, what about the blessings that God has given me now? What about the influence of God, the favor of God, the kindness of God that is at work in my life now? How do I process that? Am I constantly living in the future? And you know what? Abraham has been, Abraham is the patriarch of faith, the avatar of faith. And I've been, this January 2026, I've been studying his life, reading about him. And I see that that man lived his life. That man did not live for the future, even though there was an expectation for the future. For him, that, oh, you will have a child, you had a child of promise, yada 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 yada. But in the now, that man lived his life. In the now, that man did things he was supposed to do. Heck, he even had he even had his concubines that he had kids with, and yada yada yada. We're not going there. But that man lived his life, and he is the avatar of faith. And so, my encouragement to you, live your life. You know what? What if something happens to you now and you exit from here? Would you say that you have lived your life? Yesterday, I was at work, and one of my clients came, and I was talking to my client, and in the moment, I just felt to share with him that hey, you need to invest time for the divine to show up in your life. And that was what I said. And he said, you know what? He woke up yesterday and he said his prayer was, God, bring somebody to cross my path and tell me what I need to focus on for my 2026. And here he comes to my office, and I'm telling him that create time for the divine in your life. And he was thanking me. Moments like that are what it means to live in the present, where you are in the present and you are making an impact in the present. You're enjoying the present. You're influencing the present. Good, bad, ugly. You're in the present, not the future. Not future. And that was me. I always was in the future. Always future. But now I'm learning that, hey, I can live in the present. Even while I'm having hope for the future, I can enjoy the present, because God has given me grace to enjoy my present.